And now to a new two-part documentary by HBO on Russia's interference into the 2016 election, entitled Agents of Chaos. Here's a look.
People like to think of the special counsel's office as a witch hunt, but this is just not a partisan issue. Our report has one key finding: clear, unequivocal efforts by the Russian government to interfere with our election. The issue that goes to the core of our democracy is, are we doing everything we can to make sure that Americans will decide who is running this country?
And the film's director, Academy Award winner Alex Gibney, joins us now. Thank you so much. The chaos that we've been talking about today now involves the reports from the Atlantic magazine, Jeffrey Goldberg, with just unbelievably disparaging things this president has said about members of our military, those who have died, those who have been injured. I don't know any patriot who would think that he is fit to be president. And with that as a backdrop, are you worried about the election and what the president and what it appears the attorney general is doing to not only sow chaos, but to undermine the results, whatever they are?
Yes, I am. I'm extremely worried about the 2020 election. And that was really the dominant reason for doing this film. If you look back at 2016, some of the same playbook was in place, not only for what Trump was doing. As you recall, late in the game, he was talking about how the election was going to be rigged. The election was going to be rigged. Mm-hmm. Well, that was working in tandem with a Russian cyber campaign to infiltrate all 50 states and attempt to undermine election data. So it's extremely concerning, you know, as we get reports about the attempts to, clamp down on mail-in ballots and so forth and so on. It's all the same playbook, but reinvented for 2020. So, yeah, I'm extremely concerned about what's going to happen this election. And that's why, you know, the film, we take a big look at how past is prologue.
Yep. Katty Kay.
Alex, I wanted to ask you how it's changed since 2016 and what's being done about it, if anything at all. I mean, the focus, I guess, in 2016 was very much on kind of Russian meddling through and then getting it all spread through social media and Facebook. Is that the same thing that we're seeing this time around? And is anyone really trying to tackle this?
I'm not sure that anyone really is trying to tackle it. I mean, the Russian attack in 2016 was really a three-pronged attack. It was cyber intrusions to steal data, the Podesta emails and also the DNC emails. It was cyber intrusions into election systems, and it was also social media. Now, there's a report by one of the women who is that just came out this week by one of the women who's in the film, all about how Russians are now infiltrating Facebook once again, creating fake accounts, and we can anticipate that they will also be involved in some of election infrastructure. We haven't seen yet any of the intrusions into attempts to, suck out data, but I'm sure that's coming. The concerning thing is a recent report that said the DNI, the Director of National Intelligence, is not going to give in-person briefings to Congress about possible election meddling until the election. I mean, that's a terrifying idea. So it's this kind of game, which is not a kind of red phone to Putin, but it's kind of a harmonic seduction between the two agents of chaos that has really gotten me concerned for this upcoming election.
Yeah, in an effort to reduce misinformation, Facebook says it will block new political ads in the week leading up to Election Day. The social media giant says it will aim to strengthen measures against posts that try to dissuade people from voting. Mark Zuckerberg made the announcement through a post saying, in part, "We all have the responsibility to protect our democracy. That means helping people register and vote, clearing up confusion about how this election will work, and taking steps to reduce the chances of violence and unrest." Critics argue that these new rules may already be too little too late and say the misinformation and other toxic content flows freely outside of ads, including in private Facebook groups and in posts by users, which the company's changes do not address. I mean, Facebook, this is too little too late. Alex, this is pathetic. I mean, Facebook basically is a place where all these lies and misinformation can promulgate and grow, and then these ads can just disappear into thin air with no record of it, so we can't even track. I mean, this is a joke. I mean, Facebook is a huge part of this, is it not?
Yes, they are. But I think the most important thing to focus on is that the last go around, it was an attempt at voter suppression. That's what a lot of the back and forth on Facebook was all about, persuading people to get so angry that they wouldn't vote. I think that's what we all need to focus on, is really attacking voter suppression and making sure that every American has the opportunity to vote this coming election. That's what's key here. So I think it goes beyond Facebook, but Facebook is certainly part of the problem, and their solutions are, pitiful at best.
All right, Alex, the new documentary Agents of Chaos debuts September 23rd exclusively on HBO. Alex Gibney, thank you very much.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.